There is a moment in your life when you stop talking, not because you're defeated, not because you've run out of things to say, but because you've finally discovered the one thing most people fear the most. Your silence, your quiet is not empty. It is full of self-awareness, full of truth, full of clarity. And the moment you stop reacting, stop explaining, stop defending, something interesting happens. People begin to show you exactly who they really are. Some become uncomfortable, some become angry, some become confused, and some absolutely panic. Why? Because your silence is no longer about them. It is about you. Stay with me. You're about to understand what your silence triggers inside others. Main script. Deep, long emotional expansion. When you go quiet, you remove the emotional fuel people were using to control the dynamic. People who depended on your reactions suddenly have nothing to push against. People who relied on your explanations suddenly have no answers to manipulate. People who needed you to carry the emotional weight suddenly realize they're standing alone. Silence forces people to face themselves. And most people don't like what they see. The truth is, your silence disrupts their comfort. It disrupts their patterns. It disrupts the version of you they benefited from. The version who tolerated too much, gave too much, explained too much. Your silence exposes the imbalance they pretended not to see. And here's the deeper psychology. People panic when you go quiet because your silence breaks their illusion of control. When they cannot read you, they cannot predict you. When they cannot predict you, they cannot influence you. And when they cannot influence you, they lose the power they once thought they had. For emotionally immature or insecure people, silence feels like abandonment, not because you left, but because they lost access to the version of you who gave them emotional comfort. For manipulative people, silence feels like punishment, because without your reactions, they cannot play their usual games. And for toxic people, silence feels like exposure, because they know that without noise, you can finally see the truth clearly. Silence is dangerous to those who rely on chaos. But for you, silence is not danger. It is transformation. If you've ever gone quiet and watched someone reveal their true self, comment "Silence showed me everything." Your story might help someone else heal. In silence, you begin to hear things you missed. Your intuition, your inner voice, your true feelings, your boundaries, your worth. Silence teaches you who you were pretending to be and who you are becoming. It teaches you the difference between attention and respect, between connection and control, between love and attachment. And slowly, silence becomes your filter. It shows you who reaches out with genuine care and who only reaches out when they need something from you. Silence shows you who gets angry when they lose access to your energy and who values your presence even when you give them nothing. Silence is the great revealer. People who love you will understand your need for space. People who respect you will honor your boundaries. People who truly care will remain steady. But those who benefited from the unhealed version of you will panic because you are no longer feeding the dynamic. You are no longer providing emotional entertainment. You are no longer willing to sacrifice your peace to keep others comfortable. There is something sacred about silence. It is where your soul reorganizes itself. It is where your intuition becomes louder than any outside voice. It is where you start recognizing what and who no longer belongs in your life. People panic because your silence represents something they never expected. You choosing yourself, you choosing peace over chaos, your boundaries over their comfort, your healing over their expectations, your truth over their stories about you, your growth over their need for control. You stop being the person who over-explains. You stop being the person who tries to fix everything. You stop being the person who absorbs all the emotional weight. Your silence is the first step into your new identity. One grounded in strength, clarity, and emotional maturity. And here is the most powerful part. The right people will not panic when you go quiet. They will simply wait for your return, or sit beside you in the quiet. Because they understand something that others never will. Silence is not rejection. Silence is healing. If this message spoke to your soul, like the video, share it with someone who needs clarity, and subscribe for more Jung-inspired psychological storytelling. Your silence is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is strength. And it is the beginning of your transformation.